Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Welcome. This is the Sports Trapp. My name is John Trapp. And as always, my right-hand man, Christopher C-Rod Rodriguez. How you doing, sir?
What it do, Houston?
What it do? And producer extraordinaire, ones and twos, Mr. Khoa. What up? Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see through this Zoom meeting, we got a special guest for you. The one and only, the half of the three-man podcast of Shots and Thoughts, the better half, actually, that's what they told me, right? Of Shots and Thoughts, Mr. Sean. How you doing, sir? Thank you so much for blessing us with your face.
What's up, dudes?
Hey, man.
I believe, John, I believe it would be the better third. It's hard to do a half of a three-man.
I know, but Chris was telling me how you had to carry the show. So, I mean, listen, I didn't say it.
Out of respect to my co-host, I'm stepping out of this part of the podcast.
No. Shout out to Ryan and the other Chris, the better Chris.
Oh?
From you,
There it is.
the Shots and Thoughts podcast. It's all love. What's up, Chris?
I was going to say, what I told you, John, was that I relate so much with Sean because we both have to hold the shows together because we have to usually talk to idiots. That's what I said. So I feel like Sean and I are on the same wavelength. You know, that's what I said.
For sure. Hey, much love. Once again, thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for showing up with us and partaking this time out of your day to be a part of our podcast as well. Hey, man, what do you think about the Rockets so far, man? I wanted to get a little bit of Rockets talk and 1-1, baby.
Yeah, let's get into it. Thank you again for inviting me. I wouldn't be here without the invite, so I'm super thankful. Y'all are the, as far as I know, in our friend group, like the OG podcasters. So shout out to y'all for having me on. And, yeah, the Rockets. I'm not going to front and act like I watched all of Game 2. I did not. I had some family stuff to deal with, and then I caught the very end of it when we started making the comeback. And as soon as I turned the TV on, Lakers scored like 9 unanswered points, so I turned that shit off so quick.
I get it.
I ain't trying to be I'm not trying to take blame for it, so I turned it off real quick. But
Now,
yeah.
Also, a little bit of NBA talk, and I wanted to kind of get your thoughts on the rest of the playoffs and what you think about the bubble. But also, man, we cannot deny about this buzz in the whole city right now. It's got to be Deshaun Watson and the Texans. So I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit about the NFL, but man, this show is really. We just drafted our fantasy football.
Oh yeah.
Our podcast, Fantasy Football League, and also another one that we're a part of. And all 4 of us are part of both leagues. So, man, there's a lot of shit talking going on. There's a lot of little one-upping.
I got some
think
questions.
Chris, our Chris had the worst draft so far, but we'll get into that a little later. And so, it is what it is. Waiver wire, baby. Waiver wire. That's my best advice for you, Chris. Good luck.
John, my best advice for you is just don't play because your team is garbage.
I thought you wanted me to auto draft. You said somebody should have drafted for me.
Somebody should have drafted for you. That's the only way you win.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, like we were saying earlier, so the Houston Rockets are actually tied in the series, 1-1, winning game 1, losing game 2 versus the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James, or should I say LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And I can't lie. I cannot lie. Russell Wilson looks like
Russell Wilson?
Oh, sorry. Russell Westbrook. I have such a hard time saying that name. Russell Westbrook is looking like LeBron James's illegitimate child right now. I mean, Jesus. Jesus. I don't think there's anybody that was in the stands that didn't move out the way when LeBron James swatted that Russell Westbrook shot and another poster, another chase down block. And, I mean, I don't think there's anybody that's being owned right now as much as Russell Westbrook at the moment. What do you think, Chris?
Well, the one thing that the Rockets do so well, isolation, is when they set those screens, finding the weakest person to hold, to cover James Harden. And so that's exactly what the Lakers are doing now, is they know out of everybody on that team, the person who is a defensive liability and most importantly who's struggling across the board with shooting is Russell Westbrook. And so you saw a couple of times where they purposely set screens where it actually put Brody on top of LeBron James. That's an issue. And I was just looking at this. Russell Westbrook this season shot 27.2 points per game on 47.2%, right? With 7.9 rebounds, 7 assists, about 5 turnovers per game in 35.9 minutes. This playoff series, he's shooting 15.6 per games at 39% field goal percentage. He's only averaging 4 assists, only averaging 8 rebounds, and averaging another 5 turnovers just in 30 minutes. So, I mean, that game alone yesterday was horrible. I mean, it's not just, and I always said, if your shot's off, at least try to find a way to help the team overall, right, in the game. But that was just it. He was all over the place. I mean, he was reckless. He was running. Even he said after the game that he has to find a better way to impact the game besides just running all over the place. I mean, just getting unnecessary fouls. At one point, because he was in such foul trouble, LeBron was picking him out. They were all trying to purposely just attack him because, you get him out the game, defense, as far as like rebound and hustle, you're missing that extra key. But the problem is that the Rockets actually, when they were down 21 points, they made their biggest run in the third quarter when Russell Westbrook was actually on the bench, and they actually surrounded James Harden with nothing but shooters. Because let's be honest, Russell Westbrook is not a shooter. He's not. He's an attacker, but he's not a shooter. So, and I was telling you yesterday that I just felt like D'Antoni should have recognized right now something's going on with Russell Westbrook. Something's in his head. He's not playing sharp. You have to recognize that. You know what I mean? Like, they had a chance to pull up an upset yesterday. Because I feel like Game 2 would have been more of an upset than Game 1. You know what I mean? So.
Khoa? Man, fuck Brody.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding, man. Dude, I love the guy, man. I love his hustle and I love his game, but it's just so hard to forgive the mistakes that he makes, and it's fucking frustrating to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like turnover after turnover, sloppy passes, like things like that. Like, I hate to say it, but man, like, it makes me miss CP.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the greatest ball handlers, the point god. Times like this, it kind of like, does the thought ever cross your mind, like, man, would I rather have CP in this position? Like, do you miss him?
Game 6 made me think that for a split second. That was the only time. Just because CP3 was having such a good game. Was it game? Yeah, game 6.
Game
yeah.
6.
Yeah, CP3 was having such a good game. Even in game 4, but that was even before Westbrook got in back from his injury. Even before that, so it made me think that, you know what, should CP3, this version of CP3, be on our team, it might be more beneficial than what Westbrook is. But at the same time, when Westbrook is at his best, the ceiling is higher.
Yeah, I recognize
I agree.
that. I see that. That's why I say I love his game. I love his leadership abilities and how hyped he gets and how he hypes up the entire team. Especially when he was still out and he wasn't playing. Man, he was the biggest hype man on that bench. And even James Harden called him the leader.
Yeah.
Of the team, right? Someone who's probably been there the least amount of time. So I mean, that says a lot to have your franchise star player say that. No, this guy that just came in, he's the leader of the team.
When I heard that, it put me in a place like, whoa. I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard that.
Mm-hmm.
In an interview after the game 5, James Harden said that Russell Westbrook was the leader of the team, and it just kind of put me aback, and I was just thinking, man, is James Harden mentally ready to take that next step? If you're willing to pass off that mantle of a leader, how much do you really want the ball at the end of the game? And, I think at the end of the day, what we're seeing with the Lakers is it's more than just small ball. It's more than just going down the court, being Giannis and trying to manhandle everybody. It's really about strategy, because when you look at Russell Westbrook and what he provided for the Rockets, at the end of the day, he actually gave us a lift offensively with more than just scoring in the OKC series. Now, when it comes back to this situation, maybe Chris is right when he says that the coach should have recognized that Westbrook isn't playing to his capabilities, whether it be something in his head, or honestly, I'm starting to think it may be something where he's still feeling the effects, at least mentally, of his hamstring. So,
I was gonna say this too. Like, the only reasons why no one's really, like, people are upset, but not super upset with Brody, because we know what he brings to the table as far as heart. But the Rockets won in spite of Brody in Game 1 as well. He actually had a horrible game there too. A lot of turnovers, and it was actually bringing in Austin Rivers that actually helped him out a whole lot, from the bench. And that was the thing. Like, at this point, because it feels like Russell Westbrook can't even dribble, I think it's best that James Harden is not bringing the ball up the court. And when you see instances when he's not, it actually helps James Harden's offense even more so. So I love Austin Rivers bringing up the ball because he has better dribble and he actually can shoot the ball. Again, I was just kind of like just baffled by the fact that D'Antoni just has such a carefree coaching that he's not recognizing those things. Because sometimes a player does need to sit on the bench to realize, okay, I gotta mentally get my head back in the game. Russell Westbrook never seemed like he was mentally in the game at all. And I also think this goes beyond the hamstring. We gotta remember, he's the first player that we know for sure that's right now still in the playoffs that before coming into the bubble was dealing with COVID-19. So we don't know how long, we don't know how, because of HIPAA, how it affected him, but we also know, based off of what we know with COVID-19, that it does affect people months out with their motor skills, with their brain functioning, with their thinking, how they process things. I'm just saying the Russell Westbrook that I'm seeing is not the Russell Westbrook that I saw in the beginning of the season.
Now, Sean, what do you think about the true chances of the Lakers and the Rockets going to a 7-game series or a 6-game series, and the Rockets actually pulling it out?
So, like I said, I didn't really watch it, but I mean, I'm in sports groups and we talk about it and stuff. I'm just reading what they're saying. I'm just like, look, we had Chris, you said a 21-point comeback?
Yeah.
And Russ was off, and we only lost by 8 points. I think it's pretty highly likely that we can get it to 6 or 7 games, and I don't know. Maybe it's just homer hope, but if we fix Russ Westbrook and I'm looking at the stats from the game. Holy shit! How are we not talking about? I mean, I guess because he's not a star, but Jeff Green fucking blew it nasty.
Oh yeah, he's been garbage for a minute now.
His plus minus differential is ownage, fucking minus 26.
Yeah.
And then you got Rondo on the other side, fucking plus 28. Rondo shooting better than Westbrook. I mean, that's not going to happen. That's an anomaly, I think. That's not going to happen every time.
Because if you look at Jeff Green's plus minus throughout basically every other game, you'll never see a replication of that.
Exactly. So
and same
they
thing
played
with Rondo.
so bad. Rondo's not going to play that good again.
No, but I will say this though. Here's the thing: like, Harden, Gordon, Tucker, Covington, House shot 31 from 58, shot 53% from the field, and actually saw all of them combined shot 50% from the three. That's more in common in line with what the Rockets do than what the Lakers do. And the only reasons why the Rockets were able to come back from that 21-point lead, and when I was telling Daisy and Joshua watch the game, was the Lakers couldn't sustain the amount of energy that they were putting on offensively and defensively. Exactly. That's why they were able to come back. And I don't know, but I mean, look, I've never seen LeBron James take so many bench timeouts over there, sitting on the bench, and I've ever seen him play in my life. He's tugging and pulling out there, and so is the rest of the team because they're having to exert that much more energy chasing the Rockets around, who are so much smaller. And being a person who's small, I know what it's like to drive taller people crazy because you're moving all around the court, especially when you're a shooter. So I don't think the Lakers can sustain that. And then when you have someone like Markieff Morris come and hit 4 3-pointers in a row, that's an anomaly. That's not going to happen again.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen again. And Rondo, come on, we all know that's sub-check. He's been sub-check for quite some time. The only thing that he does well is that he causes disruption. He is still a great passer, but there's going to come a point when the Lakers are down 2 or 3 points and he's going to have to hit that shot. I'd take my chances. He's not going to hit that shot. You know what I mean? You leave him right open like Dort.
What is your prediction for the series, Chris?
I think it's going to go Game 7. I think that Laker fans think it was going to be a blowout. I think Rockets fans are somewhere in the middle. I think from a logical basketball standpoint, I think we're going to see some incredible games. We've already seen LeBron James step up in the fourth quarter last night. With the game prior to that, we saw James Harden have an amazing game. I think that right now it feels like it's 3 superstars and then Russell Westbrook. So I'm hoping that Russell Westbrook really thinks about how he can impact the game. The fact that he, right after the game, he said, I got to do a better, I got to find a better way to impact the game than just running around. I think he's going to have a stronger game. And I think it's going to go 7 games, which I think it could be anybody's win because there's no home court advantage. That's what I love about the bubble. There is no home court advantage. And I actually like the Rockets' chances in 7. I'm not being a homer. I'm just saying how it is.
No, me and Chris have both kind of said that the bubble is something that we both appreciated, Khoa as well, when, especially when sports were coming back, and the way they've done it with incorporating a technological era with
it's beautiful, man.
Back and piping in the music and the noise, crowd noise. You still get that feel. I don't know, as fake as it is, it fakes me out.
Yeah.
So,
and you get like camera angles we will definitely not have once they're out of the bubble, like that side to side cam.
Yeah.
All the zoom, like you're not gonna get those kind of angles and
shit. They run that on
once the bubble ends.
Rail where they go back and forth, and you really get to see like a court.
Man, they did
court
that.
Side.
The one that almost ran Luka over.
I feel kind of a certain way about it because I feel like the only person they ever did that for was Luka. Like every shot that I remember with the side rail is all Luka. Luka or LeBron James, that's it.
Hey, I have 2 questions to ask you guys, Sean and John, and actually Khoa as well. There's 3 things that stand out so far. Number 1, can someone explain to me why Scott Foster still has a job? Because he made some terrible calls that even the broadcast was like, that doesn't even make sense. Like the offensive foul that turned into a shooting foul for Rondo. And then also, too, how is it that in the last 9 games that the Rockets have played, there's been 4 nut punches and no one suspended yet? I just want to know what's going on with that. Like, is nut punching you can do that now? Conspiracy
theory, dog. NBA does not want us to win, man. Fucking the Daryl Morey Chinese stuff, bro. I'm in it 100%. I'm with that conspiracy theory. It makes fucking sense to me.
I feel like Scott Foster was in a weird predicament because he either had to call a foul on CP3, which he had a problem with, or the entire Rockets organization, which he has a problem with. He was like, man, you know what? I hope they both lose. So I'm going to call these weird-ass calls come from all the way from the baseline of the opposite side of the court to call a foul on a dunk on the other side of the court. That was really amazing. And then the whole thing where CP3 got fouled, or not, was it CP3? Got fouled, and then there was no timeout called, but all of a sudden there was a timeout called.
No, it wasn't CP3. Oh, wait, yeah, it was. By Harden, right?
Yeah, Harden had grabbed somebody, but nobody called a foul, but CP3 called a timeout.
Yeah.
And then they said that somebody called a foul on somebody that James Harden. But anyways.
And I remember seeing that replay, and everyone I was watching with and everyone that was messaging my friends, everyone was like, "What foul?" It was just like
Even the announcer said that happens on every out of bounds play. Every out of
play.
bounds
There's
play.
always grabbing and pulling. I mean,
So what's the
it's
second question, Chris?
Oh, the second question was like, when did punching people in the nuts become a thing that you can do without getting suspended? Because a couple of years back, I remember LeBron James bringing his first championship before he abandoned him again, Cleveland. A big reasons why was because Draymond Green was suspended for what appeared to be a low blow. And so I'm trying to understand how there's been 4 punches in 9 games, all towards the Rockets, and there's been no suspensions whatsoever.
I was just about to say, Draymond would be fucking feasting right now in this bubble.
Feasting off of nuts, man.
He would be feasting, bro. He would be fucking killing it right now.
Killing it, man. I mean, you guys explain
who
this
you
shit.
got in
Should
the
we start
series,
punching
Paul?
nuts too?
Rockets in 6, baby.
I'm with Khoa. I think that is one of the things that we did that showed us very well was our second superstar, Westbrook, had one of his, if not the worst game that he's had with the Rockets yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were still in it. We were down 21 points, and we
he came back. Yeah.
We had basically the Lakers' best game, their comeback game, their retaliation game, and we withstood the blows, and we were right there. A couple mistakes here and there. Don't get me wrong. I think LeBron James makes it hard for us, and LeBron James is an ultimate equalizer. Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah.
But I do not believe in AD, and I've been saying this from day one. I've been saying this since the day that AD got to the Lakers. The Lakers did not go to the playoffs last year for a reason.
They still don't have shooters, and they still don't have shooters, and they still don't have shooters, which is amazing that they don't have shooters around LeBron James.
I got Rockets in 6 or 7, but I got Rockets taking a series. I'm actually more worried about the Clippers than I am about the Lakers.
Wait, but you're saying the almighty Danny Green is not a shooter, bro? How many, dude? How many shots
What
must he
happened?
miss?
What
Dude,
happened to him?
he's fucking trash. I've been watching his stats. I'm like, holy moly! I thought you were fucking wet, bro.
I think a
Has
lot
he been
of
trash?
Like
Has
a
he been
diaper,
trash all
man.
year?
That's how wet he
Yeah,
was.
he's not been good all year. Yeah, but this is the problem with the Lakers too, is that they've coasted and they've gotten away to win this past year because they've just used their. I mean, they're the tallest team in the league. You know what I mean? They really are, and so they've been able to just dominate. But they've never had to really exert themselves. You go back and look at some of their losses. A lot of it was when teams were just moving on them, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I will say this. LeBron James gave us a great compliment. He said that we're like the Rams, the St. Louis Rams. So you can't really
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, you can't really emulate that in practice. The thing that I saw that the Lakers did from the jump was not only were they zoning, but they were calling out fake zones to disrupt and confuse the Rockets' offense. You know for a fact that that's not going to happen in the second half. And so in order for the Lakers to win the game is they have to come out and assert their will every first half and get a big lead on us. And I just, again, from defensive stance and from so many switches and them having to chase our smaller team, they can't sustain that. I mean, they don't have – LeBron James definitely doesn't have the legs anymore to play like that. That's why he's picking and choosing, if you notice, when he plays defense, and he's targeting Westbrook primarily, which is interesting.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, I wanted to kind of pivot to a different
Pivot.
and I wanted to bring up another Houston, Texas boy, Texan. Deshaun Watson just signed a massive 4-year extension, making him the second highest paid player in the NFL. Chris, did he deserve this contract?
Oh, I already know
If so,
I already know Chris's answer to this.
First and
what does
foremost,
it mean for the city of Houston and the Texas organization?
First and foremost, Houston, we finally have a real franchise quarterback. Ain't no Matt Schaub. It ain't no
David Carr. Brock
whatever. Osweiler.
Oh my
The fucking
Brock
future.
Osweiler.
Listen, does
I
he
have
deserve
erased
this
him from my
contract
memory.
more so than any other quarterback that's gotten a big contract in this past year? I think the longevity of Deshaun Watson and his ability to take over games And most importantly, because he doesn't need an offensive scheme like Mahomes does, Deshaun Watson is the truth. He is the best quarterback in the NFL, period. Whether you like it or not, I speak my truth on that. He is the best.
You still will not give Mahomes his due. He can win the MVP. He can win the Super Bowl. But you know what? It's not really because he's talented. It's just because it's his scheme. All right, Chris. I'm going to let you go with that.
John, you telling me that if you put him under Bill O'Brien's offensive scheme, he's winning the Super Bowl and getting MVP?
Excuse me?
So if you put Mahomes under Bill O'Brien's scheme, the Texans win the Super Bowl and he's MVP?
No. See.
Okay, enough said then.
Hold on. Wait. You're trying to take a narrative and twist it. And this is what I mean. And I've always given Deshaun Watson the credit because I've told you this too. To your face, pre-COVID, right? Deshaun Watson on the Chiefs wins a championship.
Yep.
I'm not taking anything away from Deshaun
And MVP.
Watson. Okay, and MVP. Right? But at the same time, and this is not I don't want to get this on a tangent of being Mahomes, but I'm just saying, give the man his due. Give the man his flowers while he's alive. And actually, he's only 24 years old.
He's 24 years old. Get it right.
Wait, was that
Deshaun Watson,
Mahomes?
same thing. Much props to the Houston Texans to recognizing that they needed to give this man his money. They needed to give the city a true franchise quarterback who I don't think that we have had since the days of Warren Moon. And at this rate, he's actually better than Warren Moon. And I'm not saying he'll end up being that caliber of a player. I hope so, and I think the trajectory is that way and says that much. So much to the point that I think eventually, with the team constructed as it is, I'm saying it right now, the Texans can win a Super Bowl. I don't know if it's this year, I don't know if it's next year, or in year 3 or in year 4, but the Texans are going to win a championship with Deshaun Watson at the helm, throwing the rock, giving the city something to believe in, and then in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you're going to see a statue of number 4 throwing and slinging a rock in his hand, immortalized in time.
I would say this again. Mahomes is the NFL version of Stephen Curry. You know, I try to tell you that forever, that Stephen Curry was not the greatest point guard of all time like you claim, John. And then you actually came back and like, you know what, Chris, you're right. The thing about Mahomes is that from his college career all the way to the NFL, he's found these great offensive systems. I like a quarterback that can still be dominant and still play under a shitty team. And no offense, but he has played under a shitty offense the last 2 years, and Deshaun Watson has still proven to be MVP worthy. I think that hopefully this year everything comes together. These are all Bill O'Brien decisions, and I said I'm not going to criticize him this year because I became a fan because of his stance on inequalities and injustices, and I'm very proud of him. So I'm gonna back him and support him with a lot of these off-season moves that he made. But I really hope for Deshaun Watson's sake that this plays, because Deshaun Watson is such a good human being. He's such a great, intelligent football player that I just want to see the best, not just for him, but because he's also a reflection of the city of Houston. He's really embodied the city of Houston. So I just want to see his greatness, really prevail for the city of Houston and for himself.
Yeah, I agree. But before I keep talking, I'm not going to let y'all disrespect Case Keenum. He could have been the franchise. He could have been the best player of all time. He could have been the GOAT. But moving on, Deshaun Watson, hell yes. He deserves the money. He's the only reason why we've gotten any sort of excitement on the Texans, especially now with D-Hop gone.
Next question.
Hold on,
Next
real quick,
question.
Shout out to Sean for shouting out Case Keenum. I totally forgot about that.
U of H, baby.
Cougars'
U of
very
H.
own.
I still have
He
his
set
jersey.
records at UH, man. Like records that I don't know if they're broken still to this day.
Yeah, but it's part of the scheme, though. I mean, if I'm
So now we can talk scheme.
Thank you, Sean.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Sean. What would you say about scheme, John? Schemes? What?
Yo, you put Case Keenum in a play action, he's gonna
real
fucking.
big thing, and this is the really important thing. I think that a lot of people, including myself, kind of got it misconstrued. When we traded DeAndre Hopkins, what does that tell you about the state of the Texans? Now that you actually see that they actually gave all the money that they were ever going to pay DeAndre Hopkins to Deshaun Watson.
I will say this: I don't know what the Cardinals' plans are so far, but as of now, he's been at practice, been practicing, no new contract. So I'm still like, I don't know if it was a good idea, but turns out the Clowney deal ended up kind of working in our favor, sort of, maybe.
Maybe. He's playing for Tennessee now.
He's playing for
So
Tennessee.
let's give Bill O'Brien the benefit of that on that one, on Jadeveon Clowney.
I'll be the first to admit I was chopping so hard on his ass. I was ready for him to be gone. But look, we're going to see twice a year if it was worth. Tunsil versus Clowney 2 times this year. Was it just a 1-year deal, or was it?
It's a 1-year deal. May I also add too that he's now under head coach Mike Vrabel, and that's the same coach that Clowney had his best season under when he was the defensive head coach. So I just want to say that this actually might turn out
the Texans defensive head coach.
Yes,
defensive coach.
So now he's the head coach of Tennessee Titans. So I think he's in it. Listen, man, like I will say this: the money that we spent on Randall
Deshaun?
Cobb.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb.
And Murray
was super expensive, and I question that because that was some money that we could have gone to the table with and kept DeAndre Hopkins. And the thing that bothers me some is that I was expecting Brandon Cooks to really, really bond with Deshaun Watson in the offseason, but they've been putting him under concussion protection the whole offseason. He hasn't really played, and they haven't really practiced him. I'm telling you the truth. This is the absolute truth.
Okay, but okay. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry, dude.
What I'm saying is that as it stands right now, we're gonna be playing with Fuller, who has never had a complete season. This is the end of his contract. We brought back Kuti.
He's gonna get traded or cut.
I'm sure. We have the 1-year contract remaining on Kenny Stills. Huh?
Oh, did we cut him?
We cut Kuti.
Oh, he's cut?
Yeah.
When?
Yesterday.
As of yesterday, okay. Because I heard they were gonna go ahead and come in with 7 receivers, just because they just don't know how Fuller and unfortunately Cooks are gonna hold up. So
yeah,
I mean, this is when you're really betting that to me the riskiest trade was him going after David Johnson. Right? We all can say
God.
That. So this is when him and Duke Johnson are going to have to be receivers. They're talking about having a 2-back committee, both backs in the game. We're going to have to see. I just know that if the Texans can stay healthy and David Johnson can just produce 60% more than what he's done the last couple of years, I think this will be a high-scoring offense. The one thing that the Texans don't have, and they've actually gotten worse, is still defense, and that's going to be the hard part. The Texans are going to have to go out there and outscore everybody, so you're hoping those weapons that he's taking chances on will sustain through the whole year.
One thing that I think that at the end of the day, this says that anything and everybody, and says everything about the Houston Texans and what they're thinking and the thought process behind giving all the money to Deshaun Watson. After all the rumors were saying Deshaun Watson didn't even want to be a Houston Texan. All right, pause.
That was hilarious.
Let's just kill that rumor right there, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. So what to me it said was, listen, as long as DeAndre Hopkins is in the stable, that's the only horse you can ride, because he's the leader of the offense, because he's been here since day one. Now, there's all kinds of horses in the stable, but you can't throw it to them. You can't ride them. Until we get rid of this one, you got to rock with this one. So guess what? They let that one go. They took it out behind the pastures. 2 to the head, done. He's off to Arizona. Now you get to ride every horse in the whole stable that we got here, and you got, Secretariat over there with Brandon Cooks. You got, Man of War over there with Will Fuller.
Shit. That's fucking
Go ride
Seabiscuit.
them. and see what happens. Because at the end of the day, those boys were bad. In their prime, or what we've been able to see of them as far as talent, I don't know about the injuries. I can't say, who's going to stay healthy, who's not. We all know their injury record. But when it was pedal to the metal, bro, those guys could fly, and they could catch. Now, if we can get a full season out of both of those, we know what Deshaun Watson can do. We know what those two wide receivers can do. Imagine the possibilities. Then you mix in somebody that I've always liked in a Duke Johnson type situation with David Johnson, but somebody that can actually hit the holes better than Carlos Hyde could last year. And we did a damn good job with Carlos Hyde last year, but couldn't catch. Now we got that same person of a Duke Johnson and a Carlos Hyde in one person. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it every time, because when we look at it, in our division, we are still the best team. We might have question marks on the defensive side, but offensively, we hit all the marks.
All right, man. This is I don't know if we're the best team, to be honest. I don't think we are, man. We're better than the Jags. And I don't believe in Phillip Rivers, so we could be better than the Colts.
Could. Don't do that. You're a nice guy. We've established this. Don't do that. You cannot ride the fence on this show.
All I'm saying is the Titans are, until further notice, probably. I'm saying this with a heavy heart because last year when we were in Vegas for the fantasy draft, I was drunk and I was chopping on Chris because Chris was saying, yo, when they finally take Mariota out and they put Tannehill in, he's going to be a top quarterback and they're going to be riding. And I said, Tannehill is ass. He's always going to suck ass. He's never going to be good. The Texans are going to fucking kill them. And then whatever happened. Fucking Tannehill, the most efficient quarterback. Fucking A.J. Brown looking like a goddamn clone of Andre Johnson. It's ridiculous. So, and now they have Clowney. I mean, his sack numbers last year were shit, but he's the most double-team player in the league. Of course, his sack numbers are going to be shit. It's just, I feel like every team has, I mean, it's the offseason, so who knows, but they've added, like, stars, and we're paying Eric Murray and Randall Cobb buku's amount of cash. Who the fuck is Eric Murray? There's no film on Eric Murray. Who the fuck is this guy? Randall Cobb was good. He got 800 something yards last year. He's reliable, but I mean, fucking, how much are we paying this guy? Like, I feel like over 20 we're paying this Eric Murray guy, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I try to look up film. There's no film.
Just to top on Sean, man, good shit, man. Because I remember in Vegas. Yeah,
I was going hard on you, bro.
Because you're like, put me on the sports trap.
It only took me one whole full year to get back on that.
You can't ride the fence. Hey, you cannot ride the fence.
The funny thing about it was, like, I think I was the only one that wasn't drunk. So it was so hard because I couldn't combat the arguments because anything Sean would say, everybody else who was drunk was like, ooh.
Yo, when you're drunk, it's whoever's the loudest, dude. It's whoever's the loudest.
I was like in a battle cipher and nothing I could say, no one was listening to. So it was horrible. But listen, man, you were mentioning that, this is basically the Kentucky Derby. I don't remember ever there's been horses that are either old or injury prone that have been in the Kentucky Derby. I just want you to know that. Usually they usually put their best young, physically, amazing horses out there. Because you're actually telling me that we're gonna be okay with Cooks, who doesn't know his name, and Cobb, who's 83 years old. You're telling me we're going to be okay in the Kentucky Derby? Because right now, that's a great analogy, because I think the AFC South is going to be a Kentucky Derby. I think that we all know that Indiana, if Luck would have never retired, that they were going to be something to battle, because that team has been such a well-managed. They've done well in the draft. They're stacked on defense. They're stacked on offense. And now you add in the Tennessee Titans that no one saw coming. But I told you, once they have a coach in there that understands running Derrick Henry and what it means to run the game, they're going to be something superior. So this is a three-headed race in the Kentucky Derby, and all three teams could easily make the playoffs. Just saying.
I could see any three of us. I could see any three of us fucking killing it this year. But it's just like, dude, I don't trust Phillip Rivers like at all. I want to because I've liked the guy his whole career, but holy shit, was he garbage last year. But they have the best O-line, so Chargers O-line was pretty shit.
Garbage. They were shitty.
And they have fucking, I mean, T.Y. is injury prone, but they got Pittman, and that Paris Campbell kid was injured. If he's healthy, that's another Fuller in my opinion. He's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
And I really think Jonathan Taylor is going to be a fucking goddamn monster. If he doesn't get hurt. His wheels are about to run off.
Because I feel like we're going and going to get to the actual meat of the show. So.
My bad.
No, not at all. I love the energy, but like I'm telling you got to get off this fence. Who are you picking for the AFC South to win the division?
AFC South win the division. The Texans, as always. AFC Championship. That's another fucking story. Until we get there, it's every other team has made it there.
Chris, who you got in the AFC South, bud?
You know we're gonna get some random bullshit wins, and it's gonna happen. It always happens, bro.
It's not our Stallions that are gonna make us the division champions.
It's Watson.
It's Deshaun Watson. He's
by
the
himself.
one who's going to lead
Who
us.
is he throwing it to?
That's a good question. We don't know yet. We don't know
He can
who's showing
throw
up.
to fucking Kahale Waring. He's gonna
He's
make it happen.
He's a quarterback.
Matter of fact, John, he
throws
could
a
throw
ball
it to you.
a receiver.
John, he could throw it to you, and you would make us look good. And you are hot garbage as a receiver.
Thank you. At least hey, at least you compared me to a fucking stallion. Thank you so much.
No. I compared you to a donkey. I said a jackass. If there was a jackass derby, you'd be there, bro.
Anyways, all right. Khoa, who you got winning this division? Like, Chris still hasn't given me his answer. Go ahead.
Houston Texans.
Thank you, Chris. One last time, because I got the Texans. Khoa got the Texans. Sean got the Texans, right?
I got the Texans.
All right. Peer pressure, bro. Make your decision.
I already gave you my answer. I said the Texans are going to win the division because of Deshaun Watson.
All right. I'm going to calm down then. Maybe,
I said that.
Maybe it's just me. But it sounds like, you don't believe in the Texans. But anyways.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sean.
I believe in the Texans to an extent. You know what I mean? We'll make it there.
Well, you got off the fence and you came back on.
I'm not on the fence. I'm saying Texans will make it to the playoffs. Which is a lot more than the other analysts and other people. They're saying we're like the 23rd best team or some shit like that. That's ridiculous. We're making it to the playoffs easy. But once we get there.
Let me tell you this much. Maybe it's not so much as a coach, but as a GM, and I'm going to be the first one that probably say this. I believe in Bill O'Brien.
Whoa. That the hot take?
Chris, are you with me?
That's definitely would win on Shots and Thoughts Unpopular Opinion. That would definitely win. Listen, man, I told you, it's hard for me right now not to really evaluate people's character and align my ethics and morals with those type of people. I think it's very, very important. So, out of all the coaches, out of everybody in the NFL, Bill O'Brien really, really pushed the bar to another level. To stand up for his players, to stand up for equality.
For sure.
They know that his own, owner is a Trump supporter and Republican. For him to stand up and call Donald Trump out for his the divisiveness just speaks highly. And even when he was saying that we really need to go back and learn our history and learn what's been going on, I'm going to follow Bill O'Brien all the way to the end because he put himself out there. Especially with Texas being a Republican state, this could easily backfire on him. I mean, shout out to Nick Saban. You see what's going on in Alabama with what he's done with his players marching and how he's getting so much ridicule for that. So I'm going to stand by Bill O'Brien. Now, as an offensive genius or just a head coach in general, I'm going to put it at this. I just hope that he gets better. I'm going to say something positive. I just hope he gets better.
Hey, man. I'll take that, Chris. I'll take that.
As far as offense goes, I just hope he really gives Tim Kelly the fucking chance to fucking do his thing and not take over after a tough. Because if he takes over after the first 2 games, we're playing the fucking Super Bowl champs and then Lamar Jackson. If he takes over after that, I mean, you got to give this guy a chance to really let his offense go through.
Ooh, okay. Let's close out this segment because this is the question I've been wanting to ask you since I've basically known you since this new season. Who is gonna be at the Super Bowl, Sean?
Me. All right.
Ooh, good
Super
answer.
Bowl.
Good answer. Get off that fence, though, man. You like that fence, Jesus
I'm not.
Christ.
Hey, I've given you definitive answers. I've just said, I don't know. I don't think I'm on the fence. Fuck it. I don't know. Super Bowl. Here we go. It's gonna be Chiefs and the Saints.
Ooh.
Drew Brees, one last time. He's only got one more chance to get it. He's gonna get it, and then fucking the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs. They got everybody back. Even the people that don't fucking matter came back just in case. It's insane. So,
we're gonna hold on to our picks, but I'll give you a preview. And I haven't decided what the
Who would
AFC
have thought?
champion, but Sean, I cannot wait to have you again on the show. Not that you're leaving yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
We got more to go. But can't wait to see how your picks turn out later on in the year.
I can't wait to come back in 2 months and be completely fucking wrong when we dominate the goddamn Chiefs week 1 and then they're just in shambles for the rest of the year.
But did you draft, preview to the next segment, but did you draft Drew Brees as much as you believe in him right now?
Did I draft Drew Brees? No, I tried to do the late. Look, real football is different from fantasy football. We'll get into it, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. The best shit you've said all night, bro.
Anyways,
that's me.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, there's a thumbs up. How'd you do that, Chris?
It's called technology.
You know, John.
Antiquated over
John
here.
don't know big words like that.
Big words. All right. So, in lieu of Sean being and joining us from Shots and Thoughts, I'd like to do and have a little game that we could partake in to give Shots and Thoughts their due, their credit, and a little homage to. What's up, Chris?
Appreciate it.
Is this where we're gonna all
so-
take shots and celebrating shots and thoughts?
Oh.
Hey.
I mean,
You guys like to do this like a roll game, like a dice roll game. You basically, have a game where you have a little contest, mini contest, and whoever loses takes a shot.
yeah.
So, in that light, I wanted to introduce a game of our own in respect to Shots and Thoughts, Mr.
All right,
Sean.
I'm with it. I feel like,
And I'm going to what?
I feel like, that that competitive eater from Japan, fucking Kobayashi, was that his name? Like,
Why?
yo, because, I was watching some documentary on him, and he was complaining about, since he's a competitive eater, like, he can't
Everybody
go
wants
out.
to make him eat.
He can't go out to a restaurant and just fucking eat a meal. They bring out, like, a fucking bucket full of soup for him to consume. And I feel like I can't just get on a podcast and just talk, you know what I mean? I got to take some shots. It's what the people want, so.
Exactly.
If it's what the people want, I gotta give it to the
man of
people.
at this moment. You like.
Hey,
it
I'm
is
here
what
for
it
it.
is, man.
It is what it is. You know what? I already have one lined up because fuck it.
There you go. Oh. All right,
That's
ladies
one.
and gentlemen, We're gonna.
So John, what is the rules of this game?
Hold on. I want to do a little toast to Shots and Thoughts real quick.
Oh,
Everybody
another
go
one.
Get a glass.
Oh, I'm going back to
Shot
back.
glass.
We got ours.
But does this even look like a shot? Because unfortunately, I'm moving and I packed all my shot glasses and I have this little mini wine glass. Does that even
No,
look
Chris,
like?
that doesn't look like enough.
No, you're lying, fool. This looks like more than enough.
That's
What do you
a
think,
lot.
Sean? Okay, here we go.
Oh. I think I got a little bit overzealous with that first shot. I didn't know we were going back to back with that.
Oh, I like
You
that.
see John's? You see this is John's shot glass.
Damn, I can't believe
Nice.
you got a shot glass that
Talk
looks
that
just like
shit.
John. That's crazy.
A self-portrait, if you.
That's
if
so
you-
crazy.
Oh man, dude, like, Jesus, I'm starting to feel kind of self-deprecation here.
You definitely should be
Ladies,
self-conscious.
hey, Sean,
Jesus.
real talk, man. Dude, your show was amazing. Ryan
Absolutely.
and Chris, they do all due respect. Cheers to you guys. Hey,
Thank
this
you,
is
man.
for you guys.
Appreciate it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding. Let me.
So Shots and Thoughts, everybody, check them out on whatever platform you get your podcast on.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So, again, what we were going to do is this game, is basically who he played for. If you ever seen TNT, every year they do a game where Charles Barkley has to guess who this player is playing for. Now, this year there's been a carousel, a rolling door of new players on new teams. So you have 2 or 3 seconds to guess the right team that this player now plays for. All right, it's gonna start easy.
Ooh.
Let me warn you guys. It's gonna start easy, but it's gonna start getting harder after a while. There's levels to this shit.
So
Man,
John,
two-
does
2 to 3
the rules, Does the
seconds.
rules include that if we get it right, you have to take a shot, but if we get it wrong, we have to take a shot?
Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting. I'm into that. I'm into
I'll
that.
tell you this: if nobody can get it right, and the first person that gets it wrong, first of all, has to take the shot. But if I pass it off, Khoa, stop looking at my sheet, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, if nobody can get it right, we'll pass it off, Family Feud style, and nobody gets it right, I'll take a shot.
Wait, are we competing
Wait, you have to
against
get
each
all
other?
3 of us
Or
out to
Well, that's a lot of shots.
What makes you think we're gonna get them right?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, you're assuming
It's
that we're
gonna
gonna
start.
get
There's levels to it.
wait, are we like first to answer, or you're gonna be like Sean?
No, it's everybody has their own question.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got
Oh
you.
shit! Then we know this
All right,
is.
so basically, I think everyone should just pour their shot to be ready. I did a half shot for us already. Just pour a baby shot.
Ain't no half stepping in this house.
You ready? How many
Okay,
shots you
okay,
ready
chill
to
out,
take?
chill out, chill
John.
out, chill out.
All right, all right. Hey, John's trying to get on Shots and Thoughts, so
Hey, I respect it, bro. To the brim, to the fucking brim,
My
baby.
audition
Hey.
tape. What do you mean?
he's trying to get on that Ryan level. You know what I'm saying?
No one can
Yo,
get
the-
on that
the
guy.
double
That guy-
digit-
That
shots,
Sean
dude.
level is expert level. I ain't got that the expert level yet.
I'm the least shots taken per episode. My shot per episode is the lowest. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, y'all got stats to this?
I,
That's what's up.
we didn't have stats till the season end, and I counted them all up. Ryan was at like goddamn near 200. I was like, oh my
Oh
god,
my God!
oh
Ryan's
my
on another
god.
level, man. He need to check his liver.
All right, Chris, who he play for? Tom Brady. You got 3 seconds.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Woo! Sean.
Yeah.
Who he play for? Cam Newton.
Patriots.
Khoa. Who he play for? DeAndre Hopkins.
Arizona Cardinals.
All right. Now it's starting to get a little bit harder.
Man, if I got that wrong.
Wait,
All right, Chris.
wait. So is that's one successful round where we all answered. So is that
John?
shot number 1 for John?
Oh,
Hey.
you know I got to finish the show.
Hey, you invite me, you make shot games. I'm going to
That's
enforce
right.
the shot game rules. You know what I'm
Amen
saying?
to that.
Tell him, Sean.
Hey.
Tell him.
All right. Khoa. No half stepping, but there's plenty of quarter stepping. All right, Chris. Who you play for? Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, that is the Chargers.
Ooh, shot number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Teddy Bridgewater. Who he play for, Sean?
Panthers.
Damn, that's
Yes,
right.
sir.
We were just talking about that. Damn. All right, that sucks.
Yeah, I
So we
would've got
doing
that wrong.
if we get full. We'll say if we get one full round, Chris, Khoa, and me all correct. That's when you take a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's one. One for Sean.
Man, I'm sorry, guys. I let us down already.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
That's that round.
So that round is safe. John is safe that round. Hey, we got to be fair, guys. We got to be fair.
Ooh. Damn, dude.
All right, whatever.
All right. Let's see. Sean, who he play for?
Oh, I'm going back to back. I got it.
No, it was Chris's turn, but we
Oh.
all get, you know.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Who he play for? Todd Gurley.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Good shit.
Nice.
Thank you.
let's see.
Thank you.
Ooh, I like this one. Khoa, who he play for? Jamal Adams.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Oh no, Khoa.
Oh no! I don't know. Green Bay Packers. Fuck.
Oh, Khoa.
I got
Take
this.
that
I got
shot,
this. I got
Fuck.
this. I got this. It's the Seattle Seahawks.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Chris.
shit!
That's a shot, Khoa. That's a
Oh,
shot,
I was
Khoa.
thinking of Jamal Williams. Fuck!
Jamal Williams. Ain't nobody
Jamal
want him.
Adams, safety extraordinaire. I wish the Texans would have got him.
Yeah.
Best safety in the league.
Chris, who he play for? Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Why you give
Yes,
him all the
sir. Hold on.
gimmies?
Hey, man. Can't complain about the game once you started playing it.
To be fair, you gave
Sean.
Khoa the only defensive player so far.
I was like, I don't remember drafting him. Damn.
I did.
This game is not rigged.
Oh shit.
Anyways, Sean, who he play for? Phillip Rivers.
Oh, Indianapolis Colts.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
The number 3 team in the league.
Wow, who he play for?
Or in the
Brandon Cook.
AFC South. Sorry.
The AFC South champions, Houston Texans.
Thank you, sir. I like how you said that.
All right, take a shot, John. That's all three of us. We got it right. Take a shot.
Hey!
Oh, hey,
he tried to breeze by it.
Welcome.
Oh man. God damn. I hate this game.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah.
I was trying to pay respects, man.
Oh,
And I respect that you're paying respect by taking 2 shots so far.
damn.
Damn. Sean, you haven't had a shot yet, huh?
I've had,
Let me see.
not from the game, but just, I've taken
No.
2.
We about to get. We're gonna come right to you.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Wait, is it Chris? Did Chris go already?
No, not yet.
it's Chris's turn right now. Chris, who he play for? David Johnson.
Houston Texans.
Shit. Give me
Sean.
some easy.
Who he play for? Matt Breida.
Miami Dolphins.
Ooh,
damn,
let's
I was
go. Let's go.
Got traded in the draft
shit,
for a
I'ma fuck
5th round
this one
draft
up.
pick.
No.
Come at me, my guy.
Don't put the pressure on me.
Oh,
Come on,
this is a
Khoa.
good one. This is a good
Come
one.
on, Khoa,
This is
you got
almost like
this.
a trick question because it just happened.
Oh no.
Khoa, who he play for? Leonard Fournette.
Oh shit.
You.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, take a
motherfucker.
shot, John! Take a shot, John!
Oh shit. This is not cool.
Way to came in the clutch there, Khoa. Way to come in the
This
clutch.
game sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teamwork, baby.
All right, Chris. Who do you play for? Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh shit. Emmanuel Sanders. Broncos.
Oh, no.
I can't remember. God damn it.
Sean, who he play for?
New Orleans Saints.
Let's go.
Damn, Sean.
The Super Bowl winning New Orleans
Yeah,
Saints.
okay.
Damn.
All right.
Okay with that.
I'm sure I got this one.
I couldn't remember.
Sean, who he play for? Kyle Van Noy.
You son of a Detroit Lions.
The who?
Detroit Lions?
No, sir. No, sir.
Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
God damn it.
That-
God damn it. I knew it was one of the Patriots people. I knew it was either Patricia or Flores that he went
I
to.
still don't see you taking that shot, though.
I got you. You get a little feisty after 3 shots, John. I see you. Oh, I got one poured up because Khoa told me to.
Hey.
I got you.
All right. So, there's only a few more on the list. We'll knock it out. Chris. No, it's Khoa's turn.
A little drunk there, John.
Huh?
I said you're forgetting the order of the game,
know,
John.
right?
3 shots in.
Hold up. Anyways, Khoa, who he play for? Jadeveon Clowney.
Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
I'm
Khoa.
trying to give you a layup.
Join me in the
Shit,
shot.
Did he get traded? Fuck.
He signed today.
Tennessee Titans.
Shit, I didn't even keep up with
Titans.
it.
Khoa,
We mentioned it on the show.
Are you not listening to
even
the
listen.
show as it's going on? We talked about this, dog. We're here. You're
Calls in the
here.
show real time. We talked about it.
You're here.
Shit.
Come
My
on,
bad,
man. Come on.
Qual's
take
not
it.
listening to the show. Damn it! Sounds like most of the people that listen to our show.
All right, let's.
Damn.
I kind of ruined that for everybody, but I thought it was such a layup that.
Oh my god.
Chris, this is a low-key hard one. Pause. Anyways,
Pause.
Come on now.
Chris, who you play for? Carlos Hyde.
Oh, Carlos Hyde plays for the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All right. Ooh, this is a good one.
If it's another defensive player,
No, I feel like I might have said this one already.
Oh, well.
Anyways,
it's hard to host
you
a
know,
show
I'm
while
not
drunk,
who do you
bro.
play for? Adrian Peterson.
Oh, shit. Fucking Detroit Lions.
Nice. Good one.
All right, come on, Qual. Come on. We can do this.
Don't count on me. I swear.
Oh, wait. Yo, real quick, if Quad does this, that's another shot for John.
That's
Lining it
another
up.
shot for John. Yes.
I'm low key. You know what? I'm gonna just knock out the list.
Knock it out, bro.
Don't try to give me an easy one. Just give me whatever you want to give me.
All right. Qua, who he play for? LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh!
John
Shady,
Trapp, my friend. That's another one.
Wow. Good
DJ Khaled,
shit.
another one.
All right. Game over. I'm done. I'm not taking no more shots. No more shots. But there's a couple more on the list just to knock them out.
Bonus
Greg
round.
Olsen, who he play for?
Oh, shit.
Greg Olsen
Seahawks?
plays for the Seattle Seahawks.
Nice. The trick question of the whole show was Jason Garrett, who he coached for.
Oh, New York Giants.
Yeah, nice.
Bro,
I
you
like
gonna
to
give
know
me
your shit
Kyle
better than-
Van Noy? That's like the only non-superstar. You gonna give me Kyle Van Noy?
Wait. I'm trying to understand. With that last round, we all got it right. So John's not taking a shot.
No, I already knocked it out, dude.
I didn't see you take a shot. Did you see him take a shot?
Yeah, that's my bad. You need glasses.
He took a shot. Was it? I mean, we can go back to the film, but was it?
Listen,
a real
Sean,
shot?
Sean, listen, I feel like you're in your element, and I feel like you know the rules a lot better than most people. But I'm gonna have to sit the sideline on this one. I'm gonna ride the fence.
All right.
So
Hey man,
Now
you
after
can't
the-
you can't invite guests and just keep insulting them like this. My heart hurts, man.
Whoa. Say it again.
I said you can't invite a guest to the show and just keep insulting them over and over again, Sean. On the fence? I'm not on the fence. Texans are
As-
winning the division.
Hey,
They're
real fast.
gonna lose.
Sean.
Listen, this is one thing I cannot permit on my show.
Yeah.
Nobody can ride a fence. They have to have a take.
All right, I have a take. Give me any question. I got a take.
All right.
I will not be known for being on the fence on this show. I got
Okay.
you. Give me
So-
anything. I got a take.
The best part of this show is going to be our fantasy football situation, strategizing, our takes, no fence riding.
All right, I got you.
Every pick is the most important pick. Now, Sean, besides your in our I guess the four of us, we got the Trapp podcast draft.
Oh yeah,
Fantasy football league.
I like
got-
my team in that league.
All right. So in that league, besides your draft team, who is the best other team that you think that has the best chance to go up against you, or drafted as well?
All right, I haven't.
That kind of sounds
Honestly,
weird.
I haven't looked at everybody's team. I'm kind
But
of just.
who have you looked at though?
I mean, I looked at Chris because we were talking earlier. He was talking. I wasn't on the Zoom call because I had already promised some friends to watch AEW with them, so I was trying to draft and watch
so
that
is
with
Chris's team big or small?
Chris team.
Come on.
Wait, what y'all mean? Was that an inside joke from the?
No. Anyway, so who did you go with as the first number one pick?
For me,
Yeah.
on my team. Let's see. Let's look at here. Oh, I know I started both drafts in both leagues we were in. I started running back heavy as fuck, because it might just be me personally. It's a combination of two things. Like last year, I went wide receiver heavy, and it fucked me incredibly hard. And two, there's so much fucking value in the middle rounds for wide receivers.
For
While
sure.
everybody was drafting fucking Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, I was gonna scoop up as much top 10 running backs as I could.
Hey,
So
say it louder for the people in the back. It's running back heavy first, and so much value of wide receivers in the later rounds.
yes,
Right?
yes, there's so many good wide receivers in round 4 to 6. I got sniped on most of them, so fuck me. But
Let me ask you this.
yeah.
What is your opinion on taking tight ends early? That's my pet peeve in
All
every
right.
draft.
I got you. This year, I was all about it. It didn't happen for me, but I was all about Kelsey and Kittle, bottom of the second round, top of the third round. I'm all about it.
Really?
After
Still
them,
too early for me.
after
but
them,
you gotta- it's-
like
to me-
Andrews and Ertz,
Andrews.
I'm kind of skittish on. I'm kind of scared.
But
Well,
they're
I mean,
middle round. But here's the thing with me, tight ends, all tight ends are middle round. Like, I'd
Nah.
rather take a quarterback before a tight end.
Kelsey is
No,
a wide
not all
receiver
tight
one.
ends.
Kelsey
Not
is a
all tight
wide
ends.
receiver one. Kittle is a wide receiver one.
Yeah.
so?
That's why they go so high.
They're
because
so
they're top
good.
tier.
They're
And like Sean said, pass Kittle and Kelsey.
it gets a little scary.
You would just wait. I wouldn't pull on
here's my
anyone else.
strategy, though. Okay, you just named two tight ends. Kittle, Kelsey.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
After that, it drops off
Oh,
dramatically.
after that, I'm fucking just waiting until Blake Jarwin in like round 16 or some shit. I'm not gonna draft Hunter Henry like fucking round 11. I don't want Hunter Henry. I don't want fucking Evan Ingram. I'm either top or I'm just high upside on the bottom.
So let me ask you this. So if I only have to face a team twice,
Yeah.
after all that being said, why am I going to risk a high draft pick for basically a two-man team?
What you mean?
So, like, the only way I really have anybody to fear is if you pick Kettle. But other than that, I have 8 other teams that I have to worry about. I'm just trying to work. All I have to do is make the playoffs. Once the playoffs are intact, then I'm golden. You get what I'm saying? Like,
My thing is, I think if you draft Kittle or Kelsey, you're drafting them as your quote unquote tight end, but really they're your
It's a
wide receiver.
receiver. You're a wide
They're
receiver.
your wide receiver one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you, I think Kittle plus somebody like a wide receiver in the mid rounds is gonna score more than Julio Jones and then a tight end in the mid rounds. You know what I mean?
come on.
I would say this.
Come
like,
on.
my,
Kelsey
my,
now.
Kelsey,
That's-
okay, all right, pause. Kelsey plus Hunter Henry versus
right.
Or no. I mean, fuck. Julio Jones plus Hunter Henry, or Kelsey and who's a
And
fucking
Hunter Renfro.
no, not Hunter. That's a bottom of the. I'm talking mid round. If we're gonna go equal, you're drafting Hunter Henry in like what, the 10th round. So, are you gonna take Julio Jones and Hunter Henry, or Travis Kelsey and fucking, I don't know, like is Brandon Cooks too high?
no,
Maybe-
I think that's fair. I think it's
Is
fair.
that fair? I'll take Brandon Cooks and Kelsey over Julio Jones and Hunter Henry all day.
I agree.
All day,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I will say this though, my strategy when it comes to tight ends is
I'll
something
agree
I've been
with
doing
them.
for the last couple of years. Is played off. I know that Kelsey the last 3 years has been a top, tight end. So is Zach Ertz, and just recently, I would say in the last 2 years, Kittle. This year for sure was a big high end. I know I'm not gonna get them, and most importantly, I'm not gonna risk losing out on running backs, especially when running backs are so scarce. So what I do every year is last year I took a chance on Waller from Vegas. That helped me out
Dude.
so
I love
much.
Waller.
He balled out, bro. The
And
Walrus.
then of course we talked about Andrews. No one saw Andrews coming last year. So that's what I try to do. I try to find tight ends that I know could have really, really big seasons, or at least be in a pass-heavy offense where I can get points. Because all I'm really wanting from my tight ends at least 10 to 15 points. That's all I'm really looking for.
The one thing I did realize that the one I guess people don't believe in because he was out for a year, I found great value in Gronk. Gronk fell so far down that.
Oh, I stole Gronk as soon as I could.
But like ADP, average.
Yeah.
Gronk was available later in rounds, so that led me to draft running back heavy, then wide receiver. Then like if I had a chance, I'd go to one of those. Gronk was actually the highest ceiling for me, but
I have
Hunter
Gronk
Henry.
in our sports trap league.
No, I was looking at that, but I picked him up in the other league. But
yeah.
what round did you get Gronk in though?
Probably pretty late. I don't know.
Yeah, so like 5 or 6, which is.
Hey, I don't know when I'm gonna be back, but at the end of the year, let's make a bet right now. I'll take.
No, wait.
A fucking bet right now.
I love that you said that, but pause real quick because I brought a book that from now on, because me and Chris, we make so many predictions that we don't. Well, I remember, but Chris doesn't remember. He tends to not remember the bullshit that he tries to spew on the people and the public. But so now I got a book. So let me get that book before you say that.
Okay. I will say, again, I listen to the Sports Trap, but I'm like, every time I hit play, I'm like, man, Chris and John are such great friends. And then I listen to it, I'm like, are they? Are they?
Hey,
but then I realize you can only talk so much shit about one person, and you gotta be good friends with them if you're gonna be able to talk that much shit about them.
Let me tell you something. John tries to entrap me or tries to instigate these controversial talks on camera because of the ones we have behind closed doors. And here's the thing. Like, John's record for fantasy football and predictions are so horrible that we go at each other all the time and bring up past from like 8 years ago. Like, this is how bad it is. And we've been friends for over 20
We still fight
years.
about Madden, and we haven't played Madden in like 5 years.
So this is what usually how it is. But I will say this though, I was really shocked that everybody thought that Gronkowski was great value. I don't see Gronkowski being anything other than somebody that's a diversion because they have so many weapons for Brady. I was really shocked that people didn't pick like Jonnu Smith or pick up a TJ Hutchinson, which they're like prime for a lot of targets. I just don't see Gronkowski getting a lot of targets, especially with that. I think we actually lost Sean. I think his internet connection failed here, so we're gonna have to get him back on the show.
We'll pause.
We'll pause.
Now, the next thing I wanted to kind of bring up was I think we covered our strategies a little bit. Unless you have any other thing to say about your strategy going into your draft, particularly.
Well, I wanted consistent. I looked at the last 2-3 years to see who's consistently put up points that nobody was really paying attention to, because I think this year alone, I think COVID-19 has really just gonna make this season very interesting. There's no off season really. There's not gonna be a preseason. We're going straight into the season. There hasn't been a lot of contact, so I'm anticipating that there is going to be a lot of people, especially in those first 6 weeks, where there's gonna be people who are scoring that no one saw scoring. High scoring.
Chris let Sean back in.
Or I'm actually or that we're going to just see a lot of injuries, not on top of the fact that, COVID-19, where you're going to be on, COVID-19 watch or, COVID-19 reservation. So I try to put all those factors. I didn't want to really go after big names, but I also did go after a couple of big names that I thought were going to have like say for instance OBJ. Everyone kind of gave me shit about OBJ, but he was hurt all year, and he's never finished. He's always finished in the top 8 when it comes to receivers. So I feel like he's gonna have an extreme bounce back, and I think that offense across the board with Cleveland is gonna still be an incredible offense. Plus, they have like the second easiest schedule when it comes to playing defenses. So like I said, that's how I kind of went into it. I really just strategically tried to carve out my team based off of, potential injuries and then COVID-19 and the fact that there's a lack of practice altogether for teams.
Okay, so Sean, what I was going to ask Chris, but now that you're back, I wanted to know, for the people out there that possibly still don't have their drafts, or even if they do, they might be happy with it. But who is your dark horse, Sean, that I feel like nobody, maybe somebody, they are talking about it, but it's not enough pub for the mainstream media or mainstream people to get behind it. Who is your dark horse to be like the shit and the one that's going to take you to that other level, back into the playoffs, back from 10th place to first?
How dark are we talking? Like dark, like last round pick or like mid round?
No, I think that when I say dark horse, it's like, wow, I didn't think he was going to be a starter and somebody that was going to be a superstar in the league.
All right, I got 2. Antonio Gibson, running back, Washington. Adrian Peterson what's his name?
Ooh,
Darius Geis.
That's a good point. Adrian Peterson got cut for a reason, right?
He got cut, and then did you hear what he said when he got cut?
What'd he say?
He said they're trying to run the offense. They're trying to run through one guy, and I think he says, and I think Gibson has been proven throughout camp that he's going to be that guy.
Wow, that's what he said.
Not quote. Again, I'm like 4 shots in. Not quote, but more or less. He mentioned Antonio Gibson, and he mentioned paraphrasing, and he mentioned his name and
I'm
said,
keep an eye on that Gibson.
Yeah, he's on my team.
And you said
and
2.
My second one is wide receiver, Las Vegas. That's weird to say. Las Vegas Raiders, Brian Edwards. I tried to get him last pick in every draft. I told Ryan and Calvin about him, and then Calvin drafted him hella early. But Brian Edwards, they're saying he's outperforming Henry Ruggs, the first-round pick, throughout camp. Plus, they're saying Ruggs is in the slot and Edwards is on the outside. So that plus Tyrell Williams being injured, there's like zero competition besides Darren Waller and then Henry Ruggs. But Henry Ruggs is the deep guy. So most of the possessions, and we play in a PPR league, so Brian Edwards lines himself up to be a pretty good last pick.
That's what's up. So now I got to correct you on one thing, though.
Oh?
It's the Washington football team, no longer the Redskins.
Oh, yes. Again,
Chris,
4 shots
who's your
in.
dark horse? What'd you say? I'm sorry, Chris. Sean, what'd you say?
Oh, I said, again, apologies for Redskins. I am 4 shots in. I forgot that they renamed their team. And
Well,
I'm glad they renamed their team because Redskins is a fucking awful name, and it should have happened like 5 decades ago.
5 decades ago, absolutely. Hey, I have 3. I have 3 people that I think that are going to be super, and I think at the end of the day, no one saw them coming, and I think they're going to help a lot of teams.
Chris?
I have 3. Yeah, what can I have 3?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
To...
I'm with it. Okay. I'm with it.
All right, thank you, Sean. Jesus, man. It's funny how the guest is more polite than the actual host. Fucking asshole. Anyways.
Hey, keep me out of this shit. Keep me out of this.
Hey, I think number 1, I think T.J. Hawkinson is going to be a big time tight end this year. I think he's going to finish top 3 altogether. I don't think people see that at all. But just based off of the offense and the direction that they're going, and he's built like Gronkowski. He really is. I think that kid's super fast. From all accounts, he's killing cornerbacks. He runs like a wide receiver. He can break tackles like a running back. Then also too, everyone's so caught up on the rookie running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think that's whoever picked him. What's his name?
That's me, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, baby. Got him
There
in
you
the
go.
second round. I'm
Well,
with
I'm
it.
He's a dark horse because he's a rookie.
But he's not.
But,
He's
like,
not.
I've heard
But
good
he's not my
things
dark
about him.
horse. But he's not my dark horse.
Oh.
I think Darrell Williams on the Kansas City Chiefs is the dark horse.
Yeah, Clyde can't
He's
be a
bigger.
dark
He's
horse.
stronger.
going like
He's going to
5th
get
or
more
6th
goal
pick.
line
Yeah.
opportunities.
That's not a
He
dark
can
horse.
catch.
No, but Williams is the backup though.
He's the backup. But that's just it. You're gonna knowing Andy Reid. The moment that he messes up,
Hey,
the
great
moment,
point, great point.
the moment
But-
that he misses a block, Darrell Williams is a better blocker. He's a better pass catcher, and most importantly, especially when they get to the goal line, he can run between the tackles.
All right, I'll say this right now. It's not going to be the moment he fucks it up because Kareem Hunt's very first carry of his NFL career was a goddamn fumble, and he fucking rode him all rookie season. Clyde Edwards-Helaire
but, hey,
is gonna
listen,
get his
listen.
shot. What
Listen,
you mean?
how'd that
Was
work out
Kareem
for him,
Hunt?
though?
Was Kareem
We
Hunt
playing
not
a long game here. No, I mean
long game?
but-
This is one season. Kareem Hunt, rookie year. What was his running back rank? It
That's
was
true, that's
high as fuck. We're
Yeah,
not talking
I think he was-
fantasy football.
He may
We're
have
playing.
been running back one.
We're playing. I don't know if he was running, but we're playing redraft. It doesn't fucking. I'm not playing dynasty. This shit doesn't matter long term.
But Sean,
Clyde
what I'm
Edwards-Helaire
saying,
is gonna fucking. Andy
Great
Reid
point,
runs
great point.
one guy.
But I'm
all
saying is
fucking
that
year.
the thing about Hunt was he was a pretty good pass blocker. And Darrell Williams is a great pass blocker. So that's what I'm saying. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to be in there to make stuff happen. I feel like there's just too much emphasis on the rookie. And he's a very small player. I saw what he did over there in LSU. But I'm just telling you, Darrell Williams is going to be a surprise pick. And last but certainly not the least, this is a shout out to my boy John. Because I've been trying to tell John, Brandon Ayuk, the wide receiver that Shanahan picked.
Ayak.
Ayak, yuck.
I'm with that also.
That
Ain't
boy's gonna
nobody
be-
else to throw to.
That's what I'm saying. But he did such a good job picking last year. Shanahan has always had a great reputation at picking wide receivers. I was really upset that he didn't go after Jared Judy or Ruggs because I want 49ers to have the legacy of wide receivers that they had. But then when I started researching and started looking at film on Brandon Ayuk, I was just like, wow, okay, now I get it. I think he's gonna be super. I think he's gonna finish in top 10 as far as wide receivers go.
Whoa.
This might
That is-
ruffle John's feathers, but I think Ayuk was the perfect wide receiver for them because Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to be able to throw deep to fucking Jerry Jeudy or Henry Ruggs. He's going to throw a fucking short pass to Ayuk, and Ayuk will fucking do the rest of the work because he's a goddamn monster. He'll
Yep.
fucking run all the way to the end zone.
No, yeah, I see that, but here's my thing with rookie wide receivers.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't-
hit or miss.
No, it's not so much that is. Well, for me personally, I pick them right, but I pick them a year too early. So, with that being said, with especially with the San Francisco wide receivers, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm such a fan, but they don't have the success of picking wide receivers as well as they did when they picked Jerry Rice. It never, and that's a hard measurement to catch up to, but they never got somebody else that was even remotely close to what Jerry Rice was. And when they did get somebody like a Terrell Owens or whatever, they didn't know what to do with him. And they never won the Super Bowl with him. So with that being said, man, I hope you guys are right. I really do.
This
As
is
a
a-
49er fan, I put my faith in you guys more than I put my faith in the actual 49ers and the GM and what they're doing.
I mean,
Jerry
but look what
Jeudy was-
Shanahan did with Deebo Samuel. Deebo
That's
Samuel
what I was
was
gonna
an
say.
amazing receiver.
Yo, it
No,
might
but-
just be.
but
I don't
Shanahan's
watch the.
very schematic though. Shanahan knows how to play people that will produce very sporadically. Like even Mozart, I like Mozart, but it wasn't like Mozart was blazing during the season.
How-
Breida was the number one. First of all, Coleman was a starter at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Then throughout the middle of the season, towards the end, was Breida. Then in the playoffs, all of a sudden it's Mozart. Oh, Mozart is like He's one of the fastest players in the league. He's won all kinds of track meets. All this stuff about Mozart, but like, I didn't know about this shit at the beginning of the season.
Was he injured?
And I'm a 49er fan, so like, listen, again, I may be biased, or it's that cynical fan in me
Yeah.
that says, you know what, let me wait and see. But against all hope, I hope you guys are right.
It's just, I feel like I don't watch the 49ers, so maybe it's just recency bias, but their rookie wide receivers have done pretty decent. I mean, he ain't shit now, but Dante Pettis' rookie year looked pretty good. And then Deebo Samuel, his rookie year, he looked good. And then
Deebo Samuel's just kind of limping into the preseason, but that may be just precautionary reasons. Just
Yeah,
like Brandon Cook, you know.
it's like if you have Kittle, I mean, there's no reason to rush the guy out there. I mean, you got Kittle, you got that defense. Fred Warner gonna eat it up in the middle. I don't think there's any reason
That's
to
what
rush.
she said. So, Chris, I want you
Jesus
to
Christ.
tell the people what this season's gonna be like without a preseason.
Injury.
Oh, this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be either injury riddled or COVID-19 riddled. I think this is gonna be a tough. I think it's gonna be a tough season overall for all the teams, which in likeliness could make it competitive. But I also think that from a standpoint of from fantasy football, I think it's gonna make it fun because I think everybody's gonna have to really watch waivers and really pay attention.
This year, more than any other year, is going to be fucking waiver city. You're going to be... If you didn't draft all the fucking backup running backs and all of the, like, second-tier wide receivers, you might be in some fucking trouble because this year, more than any year, depth is important.
For sure.
Depth...
I
I
one
usually
thing we were
never
talking
draft... I usually never draft a backup tight end or a backup quarterback, but I'm like... You have to this year. You have to.
When you got 30 spots to cover, shout out Calvin. Yeah, you do. So
even in
anyways,
Calvin's league, I didn't draft backup quarterbacks. The years I won, I was just one quarterback and then stream if I need to. But I try to fucking just always get the fucking skill position players. I stay away from quarterbacks and tight ends.
was there anybody that you guys felt that slid way too low for you guys? Like, was like, wow, I got him in the 15th round.
Personally, I felt like a lot of people missed on Joe Burrow. I think that Cincinnati offense is going to be nice. I mean, he was sitting there forever, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, no one's
I
gonna
like
take
that.
him.
I like that. AJ Green was one of those that fell a lot. You know, even
Because
even-
AJ Green's burned everybody. So people probably feel some type of way about picking
Exactly,
up
but
AJ.
Auden
Green.
Tate
That's why I drafted him.
was
I ain't
not
never been
quarterback
burned. I ain't never been burned by AJ Green, so I'm ready for the fucking roller coaster that is AJ Green.
Oh,
AJ
you got
Green
him?
is like the herpes of fantasy football.
And the fucking
Hey, the
the
crab.
herpes of fantasy football is David Johnson since 2000. He's
Oh
been
my God.
goddamn. I remember 2017. I drafted him first round, #1 overall pick. Holy
Oh.
fucking shit! He broke his goddamn hand in the first game.
Oh,
I think
Hey,
I
trust
think
me,
Jamison
a lot of
Crowder
Texans-
too is another one.
A lot of Texans fans listen to this podcast. Lamar Miller,
oh
game
my,
one,
Lamar
they'll
Miller.
never forget that. I guarantee you, Lamar Miller is still available in 50 leagues around the world.
And
course.
he's available in every league around the world. That man just—he's got cut by the Patriots. He's a free agent and he's not even that good. There's no way. No way.
I was gonna say I think Jamison Crowder too is another wide receiver that's probably gonna get a lot of points just because there's no one else on that team to throw the ball to.
Exactly.
So, like, I
Even
think
Robbie
people missed
Anderson
on that.
Was
Oh, Robbie, yeah, that's one. Robbie.
Yeah, I
Anderson
think
was
people
one
missed
I
on that
saw.
a lot.
But
And then
so what he's saying is that Jamison Crowder is basically the only person on the team that's left. Robbie Anderson left, and that was the only other person that was
Yeah,
taking his
yeah.
target.
I
But Jamison
will
Crowder is
say-
injury prone.
I will say for the Jets, I just did not want to touch any Jets possible because Adam Gase is the worst fucking coach imaginable. He is a
He's
goddamn
the only coach that I
nightmare.
knew that took like 3 lines before his press conference.
Dude, every fucking player that played for another team after Adam Gase was a goddamn Ryan Tannehill, Devontae Parker, Kenyon Drake, all fucking superstars without Adam Gase. Le'Veon Bell, as soon as Gase touches him, hot garbage. Sam Darnold looked super good, up and coming, looked nice as a rookie. Adam Gase comes in, trash. Robbie Anderson, trash.
Bro, it's
Gase,
Miami
bro. He's
Dolphins look better without Adam Gase.
Adam Gase is the problem. I don't know how he got another job. He's so fucking bad.
Listen, no offense, but it's because he's white.
Ain't none taken. It's 100. It's who you know. It's who you know, and it's what you are. And as a white guy who knows a lot of people, he's gonna continue to get jobs, even though he's fucking hot garbage, dude.
Thank you. Now,
sorry, Eric Bieniemy can't get a head coaching job, but fucking Adam Gase can. This is insane. He is so bad. He is so bad.
Listen. You are officially off the fence. I think this is one of the greatest moments in our show.
Okay, sorry. I just my hatred for Adam Gase.
I don't think we could end the show any better than what we just did right now.
My bad.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you're a fantasy football winner for the next foreseeable future. I am signing off.
Oh, wait, pause. We're not ending the show with you saying you're the fucking champion as the fourth.
Okay,
no way, bro.
Let's go back to the questions that he originally asked you. He asked you that when you looked at everybody else's team in the draft, who do you think is a team that can beat yours? He never gave you an opportunity to answer that. And the reasons why he did that, because he knows you weren't going to say his fucking team. So, with that being said, like, everybody needs because everyone's going to be biased as far as their team goes. But I think everybody needs to point out some teams on fantasy football that I think that they could be money this year, could challenge your possible championship that everyone has.
I will say, Sean, if you really want to win this league, if you really want to win this league, you need to stay up at 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning to catch those waivers, because you never know. Those waivers might go through, and nobody picked up the person that you thought was going to pick up, even though basically you didn't go ahead and put them on the waiver to pick them up.
Yeah. I mean, I might do that.
You'd be surprised.
Here's how I would want to end this conversation. I think for fun, we'll pull up my team, we'll pull up John's team, we'll pull up Khoa's team, we'll pull up Chris's team, and whoever's team we pull up, we let the other three just fucking go to town on why their team sucks ass.
Nice. Let me ask you though. I forgot what I was gonna ask. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
So, hey man, I'm 5 shots, 6 shots deep? Shit.
We've taken a couple.
No.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, the reason I brought this book out
Oh yeah.
is because
I didn't say my bet.
Right? You said you had a prediction.
Oh, I do.
I'm about to write your prediction in here.
Write it down.
So, to close the show, to make it official, what is the Sean prediction?
You ready?
The Deshaun Jackson prediction.
No.
I like that.
All right, here we go. I don't have a prediction for Deshaun Jackson. Here's my prediction. We were talking about Gronk, right? Y'all were real hyped up on Gronk. I am the opposite. I'm so cold on Gronk. Yeah, Chris was shaking his head.
Chris wasn't on the hype train.
Khoa and John, y'all are all about Gronk. I'm more on the side with Chris. He was shaking his head. Look, he was off a year. Yes, that's why we're cold. Also, the year prior, he was so fucking bad. He was unbelievably bad. He was garbage. Look up the stats. 2018, not good. Not good at all. So here's my fucking bet. We'll
put it on the board.
We'll take a shot at the end of the season. Fantasy points, Blake Jarwin, Cowboys tight end, has more points than Rob Gronkowski of the Tom Brady-led Buccaneers.
All right, Chris.
I'm like 80% sure I'm going to be right. Because, look, they had an all-star tight end last year, O.J. Howard. Guess who never fucking got the ball? O.J. Howard. Now they got 2 tight ends, and they're both going to be not fantasy relevant.
I don't think that Tom Brady can throw to the wide receivers. And that's no diss on him. He's 50, he's 62 years old.
All right,
He cannot throw to the wide receivers.
Okay.
Damn,
look,
the disrespect
when you
to Tom
when
Brady
you
is
have
real right now.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the outside, you don't need to be a great
Oh, okay.
passer.
So
you
you're
don't need to
telling
be a
me-
great passer. You just need to fucking throw it in their direction. Either one of those two are gonna catch it.
No, listen. All they're going to do is going to throw bubble screens and slants. That's all. That's it. So you're telling me that they're all going to throw inside? They're all going to go inside? Wide receivers do not like to go across the middle of the field. And there's a reason. There's a reason why Gronk retired.
Hey, can I?
The reason why Gronk retired is because he's trash, and he
Trash.
knows
Thank
he's
you.
not good. His
Thank you.
body is
Whoa.
fucked. His
Wow,
body
the
is fucked.
disrespect.
Blake Jarwin is
Both
gonna
of
score
y'all.
more
Tom
points.
Brady for you and Gronk for you.
Hey, I actually think Jordan Atkins for the Texans is gonna have a better fantasy football season than Gronkowski.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you.
Damn.
Is that your prediction?
I'll name
Chris,
I'll name
are you
like
putting
10
that
tight ends.
on wax.
Oh,
On wax.
absolutely.
Okay,
On
Axon,
wax.
Atkins
Jordan Atkins
versus
is
Gronk.
he's
Okay.
gonna have a better season than
There's
All right.
there's 15 tight ends I could name that will have a better season than Rob Gronkowski.
my
how
tight
many?
end will have a better season than him.
How many
15.
kill-
Let me pull up the tight end rankings right now, because I bet you I can name. I bet you if I look at these
I
rankings,
am
I can
trying
name.
to end the show with everybody's prediction. The Khoa, your prediction to put on wax.
Oh, bro, you're not gonna like it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say Brandon Cooks of the Houston Texans is gonna do better than DeAndre Hopkins of the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh,
Put that shit on wax.
I'm glad I didn't say it, because I don't know.
Khoa with the big balls.
I
That's
can't
a big-
Oh, no rebuttals? Nobody?
All right, I'll say this: D Hop, again, like I said earlier, is gonna be better in real life football. He's gonna make better catches. He's gonna do crazier shit for his team. I mean, but Cook's good. I mean, it's just, I think when we traded away D Hop, the main idea was to fucking spread it, right? So if we're gonna spread it, Brandon Cooks is not gonna. We're spreading it like the Cardinals are spreading it. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna fucking get Brandon Cooks or Will Fuller or Kenny Stills or Randall Cobb as a number one. The reason of trading D Hop is to not have a number one. So
Okay.
could he
Yeah,
have
I
a
mean,
better
that's-
year?
that's
This
why-
this is me
that's why
riding the
it's my
fence
take.
again,
It's
I
cool.
guess.
John, I have one really good one that I know you want to put on paper because I know I'm gonna be right about this one.
Oh, here we go. John,
I
write it
think
down.
Micah Gallup is gonna finish as a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
Wow. That
Ooh.
hey, that right there, for sure.
We're talking fantasy stats, right?
Yeah.
Fantasy
This is
stats?
all fantasy. This is
Okay,
all
here-
fantasy. Numbers.
I got another one. Fantasy. Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones both finish as top 7 wide receivers.
Both of them.
Both of them.
on the Falcons.
Both on the Falcons. They're both going to be top 7 wide receivers.
But how
I'll
many
say
shots
it-
do you want to take though?
Huh? I'll
How
take
many
all
shots do
the...
you want to take?
Do you know the podcast I host? I'll take all the fucking shots. I don't care. Bro, Calvin...
I'll give
Ri-
you Jones, but damn, dude.
Yo, like Khoa said, Brandon Cooks is going to score more than D-Hop. I guarantee Calvin Ridley. I don't even have in the Sports Trapp podcast, I don't even have Calvin Ridley. But Calvin Ridley is going to score more points than D-Hop. And it's a guarantee. There's
Are you a secret Falcon fan?
I'm a secret. Matt Ryan throws the fucking ball. Todd Gurley's gonna get hurt, and then who's gonna back him up? Ito Smith and Brian Hill? No, they're gonna fucking throw the shit out of the ball.
I love it. I love it. You know, as the podcast has gone on, I've gained more respect for you because you've hopped off the fence completely. There's no fence anymore. You've like taken the fence and you said, fuck that. Neighbor, if you want to build a fucking fence, be my guest, but I'm tearing this motherfucker down.
I'll take it.
I love it. Hey.
I will say I never thought I was really on the fence, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, I'm gonna end the show with that. That's actually the best prediction.
Wait, where's yours?
See, I'm trying to end the show.
No,
No.
John.
No.
You need one too.
Okay.
We each put like one or two at least. You gotta have one or two at least.
All right. I'm gonna get off this fence, right?
Bold take. Hot take.
I say Deshaun Watson, wide receiver 1 overall, period.
Huh?
Are we?
Deshaun Watson.
You are drunk.
I mean, I'm sorry.
You are
Deshaun
drunk.
Watson, top quarterback. 6 shots deep. 7 shots deep. Maybe I lost count. Shit. Deshaun Watson, number 1 quarterback, fantasy football.
Okay. So at the end in December, or I guess in January, some games go to January. If you want me back on, I'll be back on. If y'all got other shit planned, I get it. But 100%, we got to take these shots on who's right and wrong.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's on paper.
Cool
It's on
taking a shot
paper.
for that one because I like that prediction. I like it a lot.
Wait,
Sean, you're
Khoa?
definitely coming back. You're definitely coming back.
No, I'm talking about the Deshaun
Thank you,
Watson
my guy.
one.
Okay, put Khoa for that too. If he's not number 1, both y'all taking a shot.
Oh wait. All right. It's cool. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Hey,
Man, I don't make the rules. I'm just here.
Back me up. Appreciate it. Did you draft Deshaun Watson?
In our leagues, I don't think so. No.
Okay. Like, I didn't want no bias here.
Yo,
No.
Okay.
in your league, Deshaun Watson
It's
went
already
second
biased.
round.
We're homers.
What's up?
In the Sports Trap League, Deshaun Watson went second round before any other quarterback. I was like, holy
Oh
fucking
yeah.
that
shit.
was-
I don't know who did that.
Holy fucking shit.
Was it Calvin? It was probably Calvin.
No. In the Sports Trap. Calvin's not in the Sports Trap.
Oh, was that Esteban who got every
Yes.
Texan possible?
Oh, he did.
He got every Texan possible, my
He
dude.
didn't go second round. He went first round.
Oh, he went first round, Deshaun Watson?
First?
Bro.
Because his plan, I'll talk to him. This is a little backwards talk. But anyways, his plan was to draft Mahomes number 1 overall.
Did he have a
in
Q or
his
some
first
shit?
shot. And he couldn't remember who Mahomes was.
What?
He was so drunk. So he's like, you know what?
He was drunk?
He was
Oh, drunk drafting
Okay.
is the best.
I don't know Esteban. But when we were drafting, I was like, yo, this man is wildin'. He's
Christ.
going crazy, bro. Respect, man. But
Hey, man. Hey, a man of his convictions.
hey, I'm with it. He's 100% in on the Texans.
Listen, I really, to close the show, I really want to shout you guys out. The shots and thoughts. I think you guys, you, Sean, Ryan, and Chris, you guys are my shotties. AKA
My shotties.
I know. You guys have a really good fan base. You guys
Thank
know
you, man.
really what your niche is, and I appreciate that. I've listened to every show. It's such a good format that what you guys do, and at the end of the day, you guys are my podcast brothers, and you really take it to another level. You push me, you motivate me, you motivate all of us to do a better job. Not that I'm trying to say that we're not trying to do.
Oh, we're terrible, dog.
yeah. But I do
Nah.
think that we need to give you guys props, because at the end of the day, if I make it, if you make it, we all make it. At the we really enjoy what you guys provide. So, with that being said, I want to do one more toast.
Oh,
for
shit.
shots
Oh
and
yeah,
thoughts.
pour.
Thank you, man. Let me
yourself
pour
another
up.
shot.
I will say while I'm pouring up, thank you guys so much for having me on. I listened to the Sports Trap. Even before Shots and Thoughts, as soon as I bought all my gear, I was fucking, Khoa can tell you, I was texting him. I was like, what the fuck is an XLR? What is Phantom Power? Why the fuck is none of this shit working? This is insane. So y'all are, in my eyes, as far as I know, the OGs in the game. So Shots and Thoughts would not exist without the help of the Sports Trap. So
Hey, I want you to shout out Chris's printing line.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
If we're doing some plugs, I for sure got some plugs.
Oh,
When is
yeah,
this
'cause
episode
that's,
coming out?
That's coming up in 5 days. So we can talk about that, Sean.
Yeah. When is this episode coming out? Like,
I'm gonna try to put it out tomorrow. So
Tomorrow?
Let's say it'll come out on the 8th. So
okay. So, shout outs. Here are my plugs. Of course, again, cannot thank you guys enough for having me on and all the kind words towards Shots and Thoughts. It means a lot. We really love what we do, and we love, just having fun with the homies. And I love this cross-brand collaboration type deal. So if you're a fan of the Sports Trap and you're a fan of this episode and the shots taken and the banter had, I think you'd really enjoy Shots and Thoughts. So give us this. Check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and then on Instagram and Twitter at SNTPOD. But besides me and the pod that I am a part of, our other host Chris has a clothing brand, Day Off. Instagram at day_off.exe. They have their pop-up shop this Saturday in Rocheron. It's kind of like Sienna Plantation, Pearlandish area. It's down south. But if you're really into like hype beast clothing / anime, it's pretty niche. But if you're into anime or just cool concepts in general, I really urge you to check it out. He's gonna have a bunch of vintage pieces where you can print your own his designs on your own shirt or on shirts that he provides. So you could walk out with a one-of-one piece that nobody will ever have. It's vintage. It's newly printed. It'll be tight. So
Yeah.
I really recommend going out to that on Saturday if you're free. And, of course, it's COVID times. Mask required. We're going to have hand sanitation stations available and limited people in and out. So please come. Please feel safe. It'll be a good time. And again, I cannot thank you guys enough for inviting me on. This has been super fun. Next time, I'll make sure to watch the Rockets game or the Astros game prior so I can be better. But
No worries.
I had a lot of fun.
You got any shots? Shots. You got any shout outs?
Shout outs? Just
No, Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, Sean, your
Listen,
time is up, Sean.
I was like, I might be
Shut
drunk,
up,
but I feel
Sean.
like I just gave my shout outs, but I'll fucking do it again,
Shut
dude.
up,
It's whatever.
Sean.
No, not at all, man. Hey, like seriously, I want to say thank you again to Sean. I've had the great pleasure over the last 5-6 years to get to know Sean and Ryan personally. They've always been good to our family. They took Josh in, brought him a part of Galeen. Josh has definitely flourished, found his confidence. So those two guys mean a lot to me, and seeing them seeing them being on Shots and Thoughts, I think you guys just bring a different element to the podcast. I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. It's always something new. And in a world where everything is so serious, even when talking about sports can be so serious, you guys find a way to make it fun across the board. So I'm glad you were able to come on the show. You've been yelling at me drunk for a long time to bring you on the Sports Trap podcast. Let me on the Sports Trap for so long. But other than that, my only shout out would be to my wife. We just celebrate our 6-year anniversary, and I'm always gonna
Hell yeah.
For being married to the woman of your dreams is always something special.
Chris, I hate to interrupt you, but I thought that I was the only person that could stand you after 6 years.
True that.
But
That's
anybody
very
that can
true.
stand you for as long as I've stood you, man, much props to her. I respect her more than I respect you.
Oh, well,
That's normally the gist of everybody's opinion towards me. So it makes sense. It makes sense. No,
hey, but everybody holds Daisy to such a high regard. Being under
Yes,
Daisy
yes.
is not a slight on you. It's just a compliment to how great Daisy is.
Exactly.
true. Until you
Man,
look at yourself,
you know-
everybody likes Daisy, but you. Then it's like, oh,
Hey, we like you. It's just we like Daisy a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
tears coming out of this.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Yo, real talk. You have been. I just met you, John, and I'm excited for our friendship to expand. And then, Chris.
Don't be, please.
Chris, I've always looked up to you as just like a man and as like what I would like to ideally be as a husband and a father. So I really appreciate all the kind words that you always give me, and I appreciate the moments I've had to share with you, Daisy, and Josh as back when I was in the dance life. And then Khoa, you know what it is. Fuck you, 24/7. I love you, dude.
Wow. I thought we were all friends here. I mean, we had a good powwow moment. You know, like I was holding hands with Khoa. You know.
Oh, man.
Me and Sean, for whatever reason, have been just like rivals in everything we've done and competed in since like the beginning of it. You remember that time when we played football on the tennis court next to the studio?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
we
I
were
remember
guarding
that.
each other and talking shit. Everybody was like just like kind of serious and like whatever, but we were so over the top, like, fuck you, man, you ain't getting the ball at all. Fuck you, I'm guarding you so hard. And then Sean scored a touchdown on me, and I did not hear the end of it.
Oh,
For like fucking.
you
a
better
week.
believe
I was
it.
So
Oh,
mad.
I remember that. That was a good. That
I
was actually
so mad.
that was fun because in that same game we had Bravo who thought he was gonna come out and just blow by everybody.
Oh, my God.
And yeah, I had to shut Bravo down with my cornerback skills. He knows what's up.
Okay, here it is.
Anyways, listen, guys. I really appreciate you guys letting me in on this giant friendship that you guys have. I would have never have imagined to be a part of this because, you know, at the end of the day, I even go back and tell my wife, you have no idea how many Asian friends I have now.
Oh, man.
Glad we
Sean.
can expand your horizons.
Thank you,
my
Khoa,
dude.
Chris. You guys have really, you know, one of the things that I love about Houston in general, we're so multicultural that
Hell yeah.
you know, one friendship leads to another, and it's just honestly broadened my horizons on every aspect, on every level. You know, I just can't appreciate you guys enough. Like I said, you guys are my pod bros. You guys have just been everything for me. You know, I really mean this. You know, if I make it, if you make it, we all make it. You know,
Hell yeah.
Your successes are my successes, and vice versa. You know, so anytime I can have any one of you guys on this show, it's a blessing, and I treat it as such. And it really is something that I hold dear to my heart. Like I said, I go back and I tell my wife every time we have a show. I'm like, I tell my wife, like, this is what we said. This is what, man, Sean said this, Chris said this, Khoa said this, and so I know she gets tired of hearing me, but it is what it is. Sean, honestly, dude, the last thing I want to say is you're such a great uncle. I see your
Thank you, man.
Instagram, your stories and stuff, and you know, I know that the day that you have a kid, wow, he's gonna have a great father.
Super dad.
So
Or
Dude.
he or she.
he or she, you know.
He or she.
But,
Yeah. I
know,
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure, and it's 100% all heart, all love. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you.
See what happens when you drink? Everyone starts becoming really.
Yeah, everyone's so emotional. It's
so
crazy.
emotional, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last shot, shots and thoughts.
Oh, shit.
Trapp, Sports Trapp podcast. Chris,
Let's get it, guys. Love y'all.
Cheers.
Yurt. Woo.
We out.
Peace
Peace.
out.
Ooh.
Woo.